What's going on, everybody? It's Rocky here. Today we'll be educating you guys about how to properly maintain your beard and how to educate your clients how to maintain their beards at home if they want to take matters in their own hands as well. Now, this specifically is dedicated towards guys that want to maintain their beard at home, that have super crazy overgrowth. And if you guys could properly educate them on the proper steps on what it takes to maintain their beard for the next haircut, it will also help you guys to at the shop to make sure that there's not too much hair to work on as well. So first and foremost is educating your clients on what tools they properly need in order to tackle this task at home. One, pair of trimmers. Here we have the Babyliss Pro with the DLC2 blades. So the DLC2 blades have a more deep tooth, and what they do is they take care of bulk and they also give you sharp lines as well. They also would need a pair of clippers. Paired off with that would also be a Babyliss FX Pro. Any clippers would work. None of them will give you much problems as long as they cut hair and take off hair seamlessly without any snags or irritation. You're really much good to go. Next, you would need either comb or pick. Picks for the bigger beards, combs for the smaller beards. Get your beard to a nice natural raw state. Next, you would also need foil shavers. Now this takes the grain all the way down to skin. Now if barbers know, this gives you the most sincere, less irritation experience when it comes to shaving, and it gets all the way down to the skin without having to giving you any irritation or discomfort. Lastly, bonus round or the finishing tools would be any sort of products. So one would be a beard oil. Beard oil of our selection today would be the Statement beard oil. This is a great beard oil. You guys go out, you guys grab this. If you guys have beards, or if you guys run a shop or work at a shop that want to start incorporating this service into your everyday beard services, beard oils are absolutely amazing, giving you guys maximum nourishment for the beards and replenishing all the moisture back into it after it's been dried out. Finally, the straight razor. Now, if guys at home are bold enough to making sure that they can use this tool to giving them the maximum sharpness in lines, I would encourage you to use this in the shop for one, and two, if they are bold enough to use this and want to experience how to use this, teach them how to do it at the shop as well. So first and foremost, when it does come down to beard maintenance, it always starts off with the grooming process. So I would always refer to comb or pick. And what these do is it draws the hairs out to its fullest potential of being at its most natural and raw state. And you'll be able to see exactly where the overgrown bits are so that you could free form or free shape it with your clippers. Either do it with the free hand like so, and we'll skip to a part where it accentuates. This is a great tool to freehand and sculpt the beard into a required shape that you want. And if they have smaller beards, then you would always resort over to your guard systems. Now, guard systems are very, very special. Each guard has a specific number that it abides by. And if the client has like a number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever number guard that they use, they could pop that guard on at home, match it to what you do at the shop, and just clean up their beard in order to make sure it's cut all down an even level. Now, this technique and method only applies to beards that are more medium to short length if they want to have that consistent silhouette of their beard. Now, if you have a larger beard, I would resort to a clipper and pick. So one, the pick is going to be picking out the hair to its truest and rawest form, and two, the clipper freehanding will sculpt and free shape and form their beard to fit their natural face shape. Finishing off, I would say when it comes to etching in your lines and detailing your mustache could be dealt with one or two ways. One, you could either get your trimmer and comb combo, grab the hairs, pivot it out, and get rid of the hairs like so. Or you could resort to your clipper and guard combo. Usually anywhere from your number 1 guard, your number 1/2 guard would be enough. Or if you want it super tight, then you would resort to your 0.5 guard, slap this on and show them exactly how to fit the machine into the little crevices of their upper lip to get the most even cut. And then finally detailing with your trimmers. So this is the most important part of the beard maintenance, where you require trimmers to create your sharp edges, your lines, and your curvatures. Now, if you want to have the best experience with your trimmer lining, I would highly suggest you guys invest in a really good trimmer that is sharp, that cuts super tight and detailed. So when you have a trimmer that does cut super tight and super detailed, you'll be able to create those sharp lines and edges that you want in order to make sure that your life is a bit easier at home. If you use a trimmer that is a bit more low quality, the experience you gain from that won't be the best. You might not receive the sharpest lines from using a more low quality trimmer, so be wise on the decision of what trimmer you would be using in order to create your sharp lines. Sharp lines are created underneath the neck, the side panel where the neck meets the cheekbone here, with your jawline, and also you have the hooks coming down on either side of the head, and you could either accentuate the beard to having a line that goes straight down and across, or to have it like a hockey shape, like this, like a hockey stick shape, the curvature, in other words. Personal preference at the end of the day. It's completely up to the client on what they are truly wanting to desire out of their beard, whether they want to have more of a curvature or if they want to have a sharp line going down, sharp line going across. So to achieve that, you got to teach your client to never push this line where the jawline meets inwards, because every single time that they look in front of the mirror, sure, it might look straight when they're doing it from the front on, but realistically they're cutting into where the jawline meets the cheek here. So what you want to do is teach them how to get it to become super natural, along with the ear line going all the way back behind your jaw here, create that 90-degree edge. And then up underneath is where a lot of people struggle the most as well. And it also comes down to personal preference on how high, how mid, or how low they want their beard line to be. So if you want a more chiseled look, a lot of guys like having the line right underneath the jawline here, which eliminates all the hairs from this point and downwards. Only downside to that is they're gonna run into a lot of overgrowth when they do come back for the next time they get their haircut, or they're gonna have to find themselves doing this job any odd sum 3 to 5 days, depending on how fast their hair grows. Now, I'm a huge fan of guys that get more of the beard lines that kind of hang a little bit below the jawline at that midway point and cuts across around to where their Adam's apple is, just because a lot of times guys don't have too much overgrowth here on their neck area, but sometimes guys have a lot of overgrowth going all the way down the neck itself. So it's completely up to you and what kind of style that fits best for their head shape and their face shape more specifically, and defining which line will accentuate how that beard structure will sit on top of all this foundation beneath. So industry standard, what I would highly recommend, take off less hair as possible down beneath where the overgrowth is, but making sure that it fits how big, how medium, or how small that beard structure might look on somebody's face. Lastly, when you do finish doing your beard maintenance, it's completely up to you. Either you finish off with a finishing tool, with your foil shaver. This is going to get as tight and close as possible for your neck area where the stubble is, where you just got rid of it with your trimmers. And even if you use the single foil side of the shaver itself, you could get rid of all the stubble on top of your line work that you've created with your trimmers up top when you've created the line work with your trimmers. And on top of that bonus round, if they are up for it and if they are educated enough, finish off with a straight razor. Now, straight razor is what's going to give you the cleanest, most sharpest line after you've created it with your trimmers. And this could be used for your mustache area, like so. Teach them how to get it into the nook and cranny. And then the tough part with using the straight razor, and it's tough when you use it on yourself, I urge clients not to do it, but if they are very skilled with using the straight razor, then by all means, point them in the right direction on how they should be doing it, how much they should be stretching their skin, and to make sure they take off less hair as possible in order to make sure that it looks consistent for the next time that they do come in to get their hair cut and their beard groomed by yourself. Finishing off with beard maintenance, can't stress it enough, alcohol or aftershave, make sure that they spray and sanitize themselves with that. or else one, they might get irritation or rashes. Two, you might deal with bumps if the shave is too close and the hair coils up into the pore and might not want to escape. And three, to making sure that they are gonna provide longevity in the health of their beard. Beard oil is gonna be your best friend. Pushing this in the shop and pushing this on your clients is gonna be nothing but healthy for them. Food for thought: when you take a shower, you wash your face, you wash your body, you wash your hair. Your skin dries out, your hair dries out. What do you do when your hair dries out? You use conditioner to moisturize it. Same thing goes for your beard. When you wash it, your hair is going to dry out in your face too. And in order to replenish the oils and natural moistures that were once in your beard, you have to add beard oil to, one, nourish it, add all the nutrients that it needs and craves in order for it to grow, and two, making sure you lock in moisture once it's been depleted. So Statement beard oil, go get you some. It's miraculous. So that's how you properly maintain a beard at home, and that's how you properly maintain and educate the beard of your client as well when they're outside the shop. And this goes for every client that has beards that grow very, very fast outside the shop and want to properly maintain it while they're away from the shop for maybe 3-4 weeks and they don't have time to come see you. So you educate them the proper steps and showing them the way to properly maintain their beard. I promise you, you will have a successful beard when they come back into the shop and get a haircut by you, and you have almost little to no work to work on. And I guarantee you guys will have a great time working on that beard.